everybody, Happy New Year. Hope you all had a great night, safe night, and did not drink too many calories. So today I want to share with you our nutrition program and just kind of the guidelines for the weight loss, how I set this up and why I do it the way I do. So let me just show you here with the Virtua Gym nutrition app, and then we'll go into the food and how I break it all down. Okay, so I am going to show you with my personal nutrition plan here. So I'm going to do a new one and show you what this is. I'm 36, 5'9". Let's leave my weight at that. Work 8 hours. Average 5 days, 8 hours. We'll just say quite active. I'm just going to put in 20 pounds. We'll just leave it at what it says because that's not what I need. And then I'm going to go into a custom program. So this is what I want you guys to do. It's 30, 30 for the 30 for carbs, 30 for proteins, and 40 for fat. And that's what it's going to show you. So right here you'll see my basal metabolic rate at rest is 1926 calories. That is the amount of energy it takes me to just maintain without doing anything, no physical activity. All the physical activity, this bumps me up to 3,000 calories per day. That is quite a bit of calories. This is why the FDA has put 2,000 calorie, most of the nutritional facts are based upon 2,000 calorie diets. This is around where most people fall, is 1,900 calories. This is a large number, 3,000 calories to upkeep with the amount of exercise that I do. This is where I change things. So they say for me, they want me to burn, or they want me to intake 2,599 calories to lose that weight at 1 to 2 pounds a week. Okay. This is going to frustrate you if you follow these guidelines. So that is why I have put together this nutrition plan, the 30-30-40, based upon, for women, I want 1,200 to 1,500 calories, and for men, it's 1,500 to 1,800 calories. And that's what we've seen the best weight loss at, is we ditch that number for adding on your exercise. When you take that basal metabolic rate and they multiply that number by your exercise number, it's a random figure that they come up with. We just forget that. We're going to cut the calories down to what you need, just to basically keep feeding your body. And then we change the carb intake, the protein intake, and the fats, so that we are forcing, you're noticing there's more fat and more protein, cutting down the carbs, because we want to force your body to burn fat as energy. Your main energy source is carbohydrates. Now we want to force your body into burning the fats. And if you are eating a lot of carbs, you are not going to be forcing your body to utilize the fat storages that you have. So keep that in mind. And then how we want to do this through the day and break this down. I'm gonna put this together on a different board and show you exactly how we do it. Okay, fruit. So you want 1 piece of fruit per day and keep it in the morning to noon hours. Don't be eating fruit all day. Your starchy carbs, that's your breads, your pastas, your potatoes, 1 daily serving, keep it in the morning hours, don't do it past noon. Vegetables are great. You can do it all day, but still watch the calorie counts in them. Some of them are more starchy. Greens, so green leafy lettuce, broccoli, asparagus, stuff like that is great, especially for dinner. You want to cut the starches out at night, and your fruits, you don't want that in the later part of the day. And then protein, we want to do protein with every meal, lean proteins. So get the leanest meats you can get, cut away all visible fats. You can do beans if you don't do meat. Tofu is fine as well if you don't do meat. But meats are... Okay, so after we went through all that, we'll look at the calorie breakdown again. So look at here, women here 1,200 to 1,500 calories, and then men 1,500 to 1,800 calories. So if you break that down as 400 to 500 calorie meals, if you're doing three meals a day for the women, and then 500 to 600 for the men. So you can break this down a couple different ways. You can either just do 3 squares and make it simple, or you can make those meals a little smaller and do snacks. So I kind of recommend doing it smaller and doing the snacks. Do a morning snack and an afternoon snack, or you can substitute that afternoon snack for something before bed. But if you're doing stuff before bed, you got to make sure that it's protein and good fat. So your good fats are stuff like olive oil, avocados are good, eggs are good too, protein and fat, nuts, almonds are great. But you want to stay away from stuff that's got the added carbohydrates in, especially at night. So yeah, that's if you can break it down, doing a couple snacks with smaller calories for the meals portions. But that's what it's going to look like. It's real simple. Like I said earlier, you keep your fruit in the morning hours, so you could do it for breakfast or lunch, but not both, and not with the starchy carb. Okay, so if you do your breakfast with fruit, then you're going to do your lunch with the starchy carb, which would be your bread or pasta or potatoes, not one in both. Okay, and you can mix and match that. If you're really struggling with the carbs, I would do the starch in the morning for breakfast. I would do it for breakfast, and then keep your fruit in at lunch, and then green vegetables throughout the rest of the day. You can eat as much green vegetables as you want. It'll help burn calories for you. They're so complex in the makeup that they actually it takes more energy to metabolize them than what they're worth. So it's good for you to help you lose weight. What else can I tell you? And proteins. So your proteins, we like meat, fish, poultry. Let's cut away all the visible fat. Even with your red meats, cut away all the visible fat. Strain out fats in the ground beefs or ground turkey burger. Try to get as lean as you can, because you're just going to add the fat in with stuff like an avocado or nuts for those snacks, and cooking with stuff like olive oils. But remember, you want to try to track all this stuff and see where your calorie counts are coming out at the end of the day, and track it for a week. Track this stuff for at least a week and see where you're at, because then you can just replicate it, and I can help coach you through it, and we can make modifications. So yeah, let's work hard at this for this new year, and I'll be right there with you every step of the way.